Well, how's the tour been going so far with the used?
It's been really awesome. The shows have been bigger than we expected. No disrespect to them, but the shows have been great. Been getting a good response.
Cool.
We'll see how Philly goes.
So tell us a little about the new album coming out, Monster Monster. What's that kind of sound?
You wanna talk about it?
Sure. Yeah, it's called Monster Monster. I'll give you the date. It comes out November 3rd. It's basically a rock album, and one of my favorite rock albums for 2009. Really, I think it's super cool, and it's going to stand out. And musically, I think it's going to be something brand new for a lot of Almost fans.
But it's not like crazy. Like
I think
we're like rap metal now.
Yeah. We haven't like. I don't think the band is like. The band is definitely not changing directions. The band is still going in the direction that it's been going since, they started talking about music and playing together. And I think it's a progression in an awesome direction. I'm super pumped on it, and I'm the new guy, so like.
Yeah, he didn't even play on the record.
I kind of listen to the songs from an outsider's perspective before I ever learned how to play them. So I'm like, man, this is great. They definitely upped the ante with the record over Southern Weather.
All right, cool. And for Southern Weather, I read that Aaron kind of recorded most of all the instruments and stuff himself. So did you get to actually record the instruments this time around on
Yeah,
Monster?
this go around is a total full band. Like we all wrote. Well, besides Joe, Joe came in right after recording. But yeah, we all wrote and recorded and stuff. So it's totally full band this time.
So how'd you guys kind of end up on the band? Like Aaron kind of formed it. How did he kind of find you out?
Well, he had recorded the album, and he needed a band to do it live. You can record an album by yourself, but you can't. I mean, you can try, but it'll probably suck to play a show completely by yourself. You'd be like the guy with like the bass drum and like the singing. No, but actually, Joe and I used to be in kind of a hardcore band together a long time ago, and one of our first tours was with Under Oath, Aaron's other band. So we've known Aaron for like 10 years. So I joined the band in 2007, and our old drummer just quit, so Joe was like a natural choice to come in there. And I don't know, just kind of like, oh, I know a guy. Okay, let's try him out. And we all just kind of worked.
That's cool. So personally, what are your favorite songs off Monster Monster?
There's a song called Hand Grenade that's on there. That's kind of a country-ish kind of song. Not like Tim McGraw country, but just kind of like a southerny country. Yeah. Well, it's more like a sit on your porch and drink some sweet tea.
I think I heard that one. It's got like a twinge to it. So.
So yeah, that's probably my favorite. Just because we're Southern boys.
I like No I Don't.
Yeah, there's a song called No I Don't. It's real cool. Just I don't know. It's cool. There's a lot of dynamic on the album.
Cool. And so you got to help with the songwriting process. You said this time around. What was that like?
It was cool. It was really easy. When we went in to record, that was really the first time we've all gotten together in a room with the focus on writing songs. Which is kind of weird because, we all live in different parts of the country, so we're not the type of band that gets together and practices twice a week. Like, when we meet up, we rehearse for tour, and then go on tour. But this, we kind of emailed some songs and kind of did some demos, over the internet, putting stuff together. But really, when we got in the studio, that was, our first band practice. And stuff just took off. Cool. Really easy.
What inspires you guys artistically?
I don't know. There's musical influences and stuff, but I think, artistically, it's almost just it sounds kind of lame, but each other. Just I don't know, we really respect each other, I think, and I think when you have that kind of respect, stuff just kind of happens. We all respect each other as musicians and as dudes, so, writing the songs just came super natural. Super easy.
That's good. The chemistry is important.
Totally.
So you mentioned some musical influences. Who are some of your main musical influences?
Man, you wanna take some of your drumming or others?
Man, I guess, growing up, going to punk rock and hardcore shows and finding out what emo was in high school and stuff, like in the 90s.
Like, oh, I think I'm emo.
I don't know. I guess that stuff.
I mean, that kind of hit like a real like kind of musically formative time.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
like high school. It's like everybody started.
That's when I was my most impressionable. And
Yeah,
it's
totally.
still those older bands like Jimmy Eat World, and I still listen to Saves the Day, and I like a bunch of just bad hardcore bands from the 90s. That's what still inspires me, even though I've listened to the songs and the albums thousands of times. It's still like every time I hear the song, it's like brings back memories. It brings back things for me, and it even I learn new things listening to old songs that I've heard before. But I mean, we grew up in North Carolina, so we listened to country music on the way home from like baseball games
Yeah,
and back
okay.
up pickup trucks
like
and
old
stuff.
country
So
music, like George Jones,
that's like-
and stuff like that. I don't know.
that's kind of a big deal for
I was
us.
saying the other day, I think like really like I'm not really much of like an impressionable guitar player. Like I don't really take on like much stuff. But I was listening to a lot of Tom Petty when we recorded. And, like our engineer would be like, "Man, that really sounds like a Mike Campbell." He's the guitar player for Tom Petty. He's like, "That really sounds like something like Mike Campbell would do." And he said that a few times, and I was like, "Whoa, really?" So I guess like that kind of like I guess Mike Campbell really influenced me on this record.
So for you being the drummer, was that at all intimidating to be the drummer for Aaron Gillespie's band when he's, drummer on Drooped and stuff?
I've known him since, since he's never sucked, but I've known him since we both sucked playing the drums.
I mean,
So he's kind of been like a peer, and
I was gonna say as kind of like a not drummer. I think he was a little intimidated with you coming on board playing drums. Like Aaron really looks up to Joe as a drummer, so and then vice versa too.
but yeah, Aaron is a sick drummer. I mean, the dude's made his own style of playing that kids all around the country and the world try to do every day. Like people try to play like Aaron all the time. So I mean, yeah, it's a little intimidating, but I just look at him on the bus in his underwear. It's kind of funny. So.